You're watching Matrix Live, and today we have demos for you. Element continues to polish its clients, and they have been working on two high visibility features: message pinning in Element Web and picture-in-picture mode for calls in Element X. Let's start with David and message pinning.
Hello, everybody. I am David. I'm the engineering manager on the Element Web team, and today I'll be showing you pin messages on Element Web. Yeah, so this feature, pin messages, had already existed in the web app in labs, but recently the team has been working to update it with a number of enhancements, some of which I'll show you today. It was actually Florian Duras, who would normally be presenting today, but had a clash with this call. He did all the technical work here, so many thanks to him. Also thanks to Danielle and Aaron on the product and design side, and also on the mobile folks who've been interacting on this as well and bringing it to mobile. So I'm sure you'll see that come in the next month or so. Everything you see here is on Element Nightly. So if you enable it in labs, you'll be able to play around with it. And yeah, so let me give you a quick tour. This is a fictitious MatrixConf room that I have set up here. What you'll see is new up the top here is the pin messaged banner. So you can see in this room, there is 3 of 3 pin messages, which basically lets you bubble up some messages that are important or need to be easily referenced to the top of the room. You can click on the banner. So here, when you go into a room, the last of the messages will be displayed, and clicking on that will bring you to that message. And so you can see here it's highlighted in the timeline, and it'll also cycle through other messages. So it's now moved on to the second one, and you can click on clicking on that will bring you up to that. And again, it's now cycled up to the 1 of 3 messages. Clicking on that will bring you up to the first message in the room that was pinned. There is also this view all button on the side of the banner if you want to kind of have an overview of all the pin messages, which will bump out the side panel and show you a list of them from there. And also within the timeline itself, we now, when you hover over a message, we now have the pin icon directly in that list. You used to have to kind of go into the overflow menu to pick it up, but it's kind of surfaced there now. So a little bit easier to get to. So I can say unpin that first message, and it's removed from my pin messages on the right. The pin messages on the right, we will be actually flipping the order so that they display in the same order as in the timeline. There's already a fix being merged, so that'll be in the next nightly build. Within the overview in the right panel, you can also take actions on individual pin messages. So this one, say this most recent one, I can say view it on the timeline, and yep, that jumped to the timeline and highlighted it. You can unpin from here. I'll unpin that one, and you can also forward messages to other rooms. Also down the bottom of that side panel, there is a unpin all messages, which will give you a warning if you press it, just to confirm that you do want to unpin them all. But that will remove all of the pin messages. This is the empty state on the right-hand side here. And then just a couple of quick notes also. When you only have one message pinned up in the banner here, we don't bother showing the kind of UI for cycling through them. But that's I think that's the long and short of it. So yeah, get pinning of your important messages and let us know what you think. Like I said, we tested on develop in labs, and yeah, interested in your feedback. It'll probably ship in the next month or two across all apps as well on mobile. So yeah, look out for it.
And now, let's see what the picture-in-picture mode looks like in Element Call.
Right, so I'm just going to do a demo here of what picture-in-picture looks like for Element Call. So there is a call going on in this room, and I'm going to join that call. Oh. And there we go, we're joined, and I can see myself on the other screen. That's fantastic. So previously, when we went back on the call, we would end the call. Whereas now, if I tap the back button at the top, you can now see that I've been put into a small picture-in-picture, which I can drag around to put it where I want, and I can shrink it down in size, and I can zoom it up in size, so I can have it top or the bottom. The app is still interactive, so I can scroll through and open different rooms and go into various settings. Everything just works as it always has. I can even, if I go back, I can now scroll through my apps and look at my reminders, for example, or yeah, just continue on working with whatever. And as soon as I tap the picture-in-picture, we return back to the call just as we were before. So yeah, this is really great. It makes life a lot better. And something that you can't see on the screen share is that the camera still continues to send. So my outgoing camera will still continue to send when you can see the picture-in-picture. So you still feel a lot more connected. So yeah, that's picture-in-picture and Element Call. Hope you enjoy it.